Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 for a build of the McLaren MP4-12C. Now, we're looking at the center right now because that is what I used to complete the championship that you need to complete in order to unlock it. And I'll actually show you guys, I'll step out of the house real quick and, well, the virtual house, and show you guys exactly what you need to do to unlock the McLaren 12C. So basically, you go straight over to the festival playlist, and you scroll all the way to the right, the McLaren Cup, and that's all you have to do. You have to do it at least on, I believe it is, I did it on Expert, and I believe that it is like, it's the one right below Expert that you need to do it on. It's like moderately difficult or something. But Expert is not all that bad, but if you need to drop it down one more, the game lets you do that. You win those 3 races, and boom, the 12C is yours. So what we're going to do now is head back into the house and upgrade it and see what it's actually capable of. Now, I've heard some pretty interesting things about this car, and I'm very curious, very curious to see what this thing's got in terms of potential. So, full build-wise of, well, wait a minute. That's the wrong car. Full build-wise, we need to go straight to McLaren, if we can find them. There they are. They're right behind my face cam. But anyways, the 12C Coupe. Now, this is really the car that launched, well, relaunched McLaren as a brand sort of in the current age. And really, all of their cars since then can be traced back to their roots here. This car had a lot to do with their model that they use effectively for cars all the way up to the Senna. Now, into the upgrades and tuning, what we're going to do here is full build. Literally full build. So we're going to start with the engine. Now, the engine in stock form, I'll just go back to stock form real quick, makes 592 horsepower, okay? So let's see. Let me just make sure that that's all. Yeah. So 592 horsepower and 442 foot-pounds torque, weighing in at 3,031 pounds. 3,000 pounds and almost 600 horsepower is very good power to weight, but we're not done. We're not even close to done. And I'm sure by this time, y'all have all like driven this car, or at least seen it driving around in stock form. So we're not really going to drive it around in stock form in this video. We'll save that for a stock versus tuned episode. So we'll get all this stuff done. And on the stock motor, she makes 906 horsepower. So that's not bad, right? Stock motor, 906 horsepower. Let's go ahead and go over to our conversions. Now, we have a 6.1 liter V12 and a 4 liter V8 twin turbo. Now, I'm going to try the 4 liter V8 twin turbo, and I just want to see what that will actually do once it's fully built. So we'll do fuel system, we'll do ignition, cams, valve train. We gained about 100 horsepower from cams, which is really good. 20 horsepower from pistons and compression, 205 from race turbos, another 17 from intercooler piping, and that leaves us with 1,180 horsepower and 807 foot-pounds of torque, weighing 3,077 pounds. So now we're going to do one more swap, and that is the 6.1 liter V12 with twin turbos fitted. So this, I'm assuming, is going to be our monster build, and that gives us, wait for it, wait for that freaking number. Another 64 horsepower from cams, another 10 from valve train, block, pistons and compression, everything. Turbos, another 323 horsepower from race turbos. So gnarly. So freaking gnarly. And that gets us to our ridiculous number of 1,437 horsepower, 1,050 foot-pounds of torque, weighing just a hair shy of 3,200 pounds. So now there's only one thing left to do. Build the rest of the car up and then take it for a drive and see how mental this car is with nearly over 1,400 horsepower. I don't know why I said nearly. It's over 1,400 horsepower. We'll get all of this stuff done. Not going to worry about a cage. Don't need those. And actually, after doing race weight reduction, we ended up at 2682. 2682 and 1,400 plus horsepower. That's so much power. That's so much power. I was going to say, I did put the race clutch in it, right? I was like, please? I kind of want that because the stock clutch would spider to pieces otherwise. Continue working. I'm not done yet, boy. All right, race tires. Yes. 265s up front, 355s in the back. Oh, they let us adjust offset too. That's awesome. I want to stick a set of ADV1s on this car because they look good. They're not like, they're not super over the top, but they just look right. There's just something that looks right about them. And I do want to check and see real quick. There is one wheel. There is one ADV1 wheel. Oh my god, yes. I don't know. Y'all might not all like that wheel, but I think it fits this car very well. Very well. Oh, you can make it perfect flush, too. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so mean, you know what I mean? So crazy. Now, oh my god, that is the biggest Forza splitter I have ever seen. What the heck? Look at the wing. Whoa! That is tremendous. That is tremendous. What the heck, dude? That's crazy. That is so crazy. All right, I'm installing this setup. That's 164,000 credit setup. That's like the cost of, you know, a supercar in the game. That's ridiculous. But let's drive it and see what it's like. I'm assuming it's going to be wheel spin through at least the first two, probably the first three gears, because yeah, we're a little on the we're a little up there. Oh my god, that sound. Definitely not your typical V12 swap sound, but let's see what it does. Now, it is raining. I just want to make that clear. Yep, spins third. Hooks fourth. Now, in order to make this power usable, obviously we would have to tune down the diff a little bit. Oh my god, that's okay. That closing speed was way more than I expected. All right, let's turn down that final drive ratio a little bit so we can actually use our first three gears. Like, my god. 26 and a half. That 26 and a half should be okay. We'll turn that down to a 272 final drive. It's going to say 255.5 mile an hour top speed. Slam the ride height. Like, slam the ride height. It is low, dude. It still spins third a little bit, though. That's crazy. Ooh, it's got a little bit of understeer, actually. Not that that isn't curable with power, but, like, I mean, you can rotate it very easy. But it does push a little bit, which is funny because it's got that big, huge splitter on the front. Like, look how big this splitter is. Look how big this dang splitter is. That is so huge. You never see a Forza splitter that's that big. You know what I mean? Like, you just straight up don't see ones that are that freaking huge. And I don't even know where they got the idea to make it that big, but man, it is freaking big. Like, I know I just keep saying that this splitter is big and it's huge, whatever. But my god, it's tremendous. It's so large. It's so large. It's a large boy. So let's see if we can actually run a race real quick. Just because I want to see what this thing is like in terms of, maybe not Goliath, but let's see. Horizon Festival sprint's a little short. What's something that's like fairly... Lake District Sprint? That'll work. I can do that. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll go ahead and run this sprint race and see what this thing is like right now. Now, I'm sure it needs a little bit of tuning. In fact, I'm going to slap a quick tune on it before we start the race. Let's see. As far as tuning goes, I think I want to add a little bit of camber to the front. Because, yeah, let's add a little bit of camber up front. And let's add a little bit to the rear as well. Actually, let's go up to like 3.2 in the front. Let's give it a good bit of front camber. Not going to put the toe out, but I am going to toe in the rear just a tad. Like a tiny little amount. Soften the front sways a tad. And I'm going to actually put that D-cell down to like 30 and the XL down to like 55. Yeah, 55, 60 area. And then the front arrow, I'm going to bump up for cornering. The rear arrow I'm going to lower, actually, because it is a little pushy. All right, boys, let's go. Let's see what this thing can do in an actual race with a little bit of a tuning setup on it. Of course, the all-wheel drive guys are blowing us out of the water off the line. Now, this thing with all-wheel drive would be stupid. Like, it would be so fast. But we're not off to a good start at all. It's a sketchy setup. It does flow through the corners nicely, though. It planted down really well back there. Out of the way. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, I did not expect to catch air back there at all. Catching air back there was not even remotely part of my plan. Holy crap. Dude, it blows the tires off at 160 miles an hour, and that's with 355s. I might need to bump up the rear downforce a lot. Oh, turn! Turn! It's got so much high-speed understeer. I really don't like that. Stop it! Yeah, at high speed it understeers, but at low speeds you can barely get on the power because when the turbos spool up, you're blowing the tires off. So the setup doesn't work very well right now, I definitely have to say. Oh, I hate that spot. I hate that spot. Like, literally, in comparison to, like, almost every other spot in the game, that spot, I just hate it because it always catches your car, but if you try to take it a little wide, you'll plow out to the other wall, so it's a super annoying spot. Aha. Yeah, there you go. Oh, nope. Ah, dang all-wheel drive, boys. Alright, there we go. Wow, that didn't count as skipping a checkpoint. Okay, I'm gonna roll with that. Oh, it's sketchy. No! It's so sketchy. It was still lighting the tires up. At like 170 miles an hour. Woo, boy. So fast. Yeah, that's how you finish. But if you guys enjoyed that video on, for one, building the new MP4-12C as well as showing you guys how to unlock it, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time.